Hello and welcome to a new edition of Women's World, and in this edition of the program we will talk about the government's efforts to empower Egyptian women, as during the past years Egypt succeeded in realizing many achievements in the file of women empowerment, which reflects big keenness of the government to improve the position of women in the society as well as enhancing their rights. And to shed more light on this issue, we are joined by Engineer Amany Shenawy. She's a member in an NGO. Good afternoon, Engineer Amany.
Good afternoon.
So first, let's start by what you are doing right now, as you are a member in an NGO keen on making many activities that empower Egyptian women. Can you tell us more about these activities?
The Egyptian women's file is very important in the development of Egypt, as women are half the society. Being productive, you are having half the society productive. So this was taken care by the NGO where I'm a member of, and we are making a lot of women empowerment projects, starting from having the women to be able to get their IDs. This is a very simple step, but it is the first step towards working and towards having a job. So it's very important that women have their IDs ready. When you can read and write, and you have literacy support, you have the chance that those women who are illiterate to get education and to start having the chance with their ID being ready to have a job. So it's all about preparing women to be productive and having a job. Of course, the vocational training that they take, at the first place, the basic education for little girls. After that, you can help women to make their own career by having their own projects. And this takes a lot of steps in order to have a businesswoman or a little businesswoman who starts being literate, having her literacy service done, and having an ID, and assessing the community in order to know the needs and all the steps that are taken towards being productive.
So you are targeting women in rural areas, or also women here in Cairo or in other cities?
Serving the community, and this is we have a very good example, the Haya Karima. The Decent Life Initiative, the presidential initiative. It always takes care of women in rural areas. So this is the start. You find people in the most needy places, in the most needy venues, and you start raising their style of life. So this is what we're doing since years in our NGO. We are looking for people who are in needy areas, in areas that people don't reach them. They have some sort of solidarity, ministry of solidarity care, and having some associations that are working there. So always our NGO works with associations that are already there, and we support with different innovative ideas that raise women and give them empowerment, and empower them to have, even if they are making simple stuff, simple materials from the environment around them.
Small enterprises.
Yes, small
projects. To help them gain living.
We help them to market this. We help them to know how to
sell these products.
Yes, yes, and at the beginning to have studies about the market that makes them produce items that are easy to sell and that the market really needs.
So also the strategy that envisions that by 2030 Egyptian women will become active contributors to the achievement of sustainable development agenda. How can such target be realized? Through guaranteeing women's constitutional rights and full protection, providing them political, social and economic opportunities that promote their capacities.
I can see that the main the main factor that determines that we are going to do this is our culture. Our Egyptian culture accepts so much that the Egyptian woman is taking a main role in the society, and this was always and since the pharaonic era, we are having women who were queens. We're having women who really have prints on the society and have their word heard. So this is what supports all the laws and the governmental efforts that and the constitutional efforts that give women right in Egypt. And yes, I can say that women are taking a lot of rights that are still women in other countries, in some countries, are seeking and are going after. So after the political rights and all the rights the women are taking, our government is also empowering women in many ways, especially in the Ministry of Solidarity, having loans given to women and helping them how to use those loans in order to be productive and having their own projects, having women in all the jobs now, even as ministers, as pilots and
mayors.
Yes,
we have
engineers, of course, and doctors, judges. So we're having women in all the jobs and taking a lot of rights that are being sought by women in other countries. We're really a role model.
We also have women in the parliament. We have a good quota for women in the Egyptian parliament. And as we wrapped up our parliamentary elections in Egypt here, how do you evaluate the participation of women in the parliamentary election?
Egyptian women being empowered and being knowing their worth makes them go to the poll stations and say their votes and give their votes. So really this was obvious in the last elections, yes, and in the last democratic processes happening, the percentage of women in some of our elections are exceeding 50% of people who go and vote. Women in rural areas are giving a very good example, because they have a lot of effort to do in order to go to the poll stations and in order at the beginning to have their families support them and go. This is very important that the family supports women, and this shows in the numbers that are and in the percentage of women going for elections.
So also, if we talk about the challenges that still face you in your work as a member of an NGO while trying to help women to be more independent, what are the challenges that still face you?
Women are educated. A lot of women in Egypt are going for their education, even the basic education. This is very important. Women are very active. Always what they face is the financial issues, whether she is taking care of the family, whether she's a single mother, whether she has to take care of the elder in the family. So she has to make a good schedule for her day and for being a good mother who raises good children and at the same time goes to work and earn money. So the main challenges are financial. and they are being helped by many governmental initiatives like Takaful and Karama, that takes care of women and elderly in particular. Also, as we said, the loans given by the Ministry of Social Solidarity, like Mastura, and this means in English that she can earn her bread. She can. So this is a very good initiative too.
We also have initiatives that targets women's health also.
Yes, this is very important because if when you come to development, it's very important that you have educated people in good health. So education and health are the first two factors that you look for in your society, and of course for women who are half the society, this is very important.
Yes. So finally, I'd like to thank you, Engineer Amany Shenawy, member in an NGO. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of our program Women's World. Thank you for watching.